Hello guys, welcome to video number 2 of this series of videos. I will be recording to talk about GitHub, and I hope you already saw the first video in which I explained why should we use it, and if you didn't, please check it out. It's in my channel, but right now we are going to start creating our account. So let's go ahead. I'm already on the website. You can go and check it out. It's github.com, and in my website I will go up and click on the sign up option that you have on the top right corner. Okay, so now welcome to GitHub. Let's begin the adventure and enter your email. So I created a mail for this. I think it was Outlook. Let me check it out. Yep, that's the mail. Okay. Continue. Create a password. Done. Password might be compromised. Password is a list of password commonly used. It's not common, guys. But okay, let's add there. Perfect. So enter a username. This could be the username that you want. I will just put something that I'm going to then later delete this account because I have my own. Okay, this is not. Let's put 84. Wow. Would you like to receive product update and announcement via email? Y for yes and N for no. I will put Y. Okay. Please solve this puzzle to verify that you are human. Please start puzzle. Are we a human, guys? Pick the speed of galaxy. That one. Done. Pick the speed of galaxy. That one. I am a human after all, guys. Then let's create an account. Okay, I'm not going to say it. We sent a launch code to your mail. Let me go ahead and see. Okay, there it is. Let me copy it. That's the code. Awesome. How many team members will be working with you? We are going to be, should we use more than one so we can test it out? So we'll put from 2 to 5. Are you a student or teacher? I will put a student. Continue. What specific features are you interested in using? Collaborative coding, code spaces, pull requests, notifications, code review. Yes, that we are going to see. Automation, CI/CD, not yet. Security, not yet. Client ad, GitHub for mobile, GitHub File. Yeah, we are going to be using that one. Project labels, milestone issues. Could we use that? We will use it later. I think we can use it. Team administration, organization, invitations, team sync, customer roles, domain. Let's check it out. Community, GitHub Marketplace, GitHub sponsors, GitHub Learning Lab, no, not that one. Let's see. Learn to shift software like a pro. Okay, so we have the free, which is this one. It says unlimited public and private repositories. If you don't know what is a repository, go check out the video I recorded on my YouTube channel, the first video for this series of videos. You will see there what is a repository. Then we have 2,000 actions minute per month. It is free for public repositories, 500 megabyte of package storage, and community support. Great, so that's the one I'm going to pick. Wow, it's been a while since I created my first GitHub account, so I never saw that animation, guys. Awesome, so we have our account set, everything is ready, so we can start working on it. Learn Git and GitHub without any code. Read the guide, start a project. Create your first repository or import a repository, all activity. Introduce yourself. The easiest way to introduce yourself is by creating a README, okay? Discover interesting repositories. project, sorry, not repository. So there is something interesting about GitHub, especially if you're learning to program and you still doubt on how to create your projects, or maybe you also think, okay, how do people professional create their own code and their projects, and am I doing things right or not? So it is amazing the amount of projects you can find on GitHub that are public and you can check out the code. So that's one of my favorite things about GitHub. But also it is important if you create code and put it publicly, because people can check out your code and suggest improvements to your code. So you also are learning from that point of view. But we can do it. Okay, so what should we do? Let's go ahead and read the guide. Okay, hello world. What do we have in here? What is GitHub? Create a repository. Create a branch. Create a new branch. Okay, so this video is going to be about the first approach into GitHub, which is not only creating our account, but also creating our first repository. And why am I not jumping yet into branches? Because I can see branches sometimes difficult for people to understand how it works. So I'm going to cover up branches and actually what does a branch mean and how do we work with branches. I'm going to cover everything on another video. So in this case, let's go ahead and create a repository, okay? So create a repository. So what does it says? It says to create a new repository, in the upper right corner next to your avatar added icon, let's go ahead. There it is. That's the plus that it says in there. Click and then select new repository. Name your repository hello world. Write a short description. And select initialize this repository with a readme. So in here we have how it looks like. Let's go ahead. We are here. Click. Okay, new repository. We are not seeing the other options yet, okay? So this is my new repository. Remember, we saw it on the first video. A repository would be like a folder we have in here where we will upload all our files from our project. So you need to have one repository per project that you want to host, okay? So let's do our hello world. Okay, it is approved, it is green. I never had a not green repository. I think it checks if you already have one. If you already have a repository with the same name, then it crosses like you need to put another name. Okay, so the description will be, this is our first hello world. I'm going to leave it public. So what is public and what is private? So basically public, as I just told you guys, that you can explore repository from other persons online on GitHub. People can also look at this specific repository of you. So if you're creating a hello world, public means that anywhere from anyone from any part of the world can see what is inside that repository. If you put it private, then people won't be able to see it. Okay, so only you or the people you give permission can see it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it public. And it said that I needed to add a README file. So I can said add a README file, add git ignore, or choose license. We are not working with licenses. We are not tracking from a list of templates. But we want to add a README file, okay? This will set main as the default branch. Change the default name in your settings. So this would be like, I will explain branches in another video, but this means that your main column of your project is going to be main, okay? We will see what happens with the others and the name of the others on the other video. So let's go ahead and create this repository. And that's it. You have your repository on GitHub. Isn't it cool? Isn't it easy? Awesome. Now, Ivana, how do I upload my code in here? We will see. We will try to upload our hello world in HTML file to this. But before doing that, let's go ahead and see what is in here right now. So I have, this is the README file that we selected to be created. So you can see it is in here. You can edit this. So probably if you take a look at some of the other projects that you may find online, you probably will see that a lot of them have a long description of what the project and all the things you need to run it and all the information that you need for people to understand your project can be added on the README file. Okay, that would be a nice to have. I think it's amazing when you find out those information on the project that you want to see. But the other thing that we have in here is this column that I told you guys that was the first and the most important one that we have. That is our main. Okay, so we are in the center, in the main column of our project, and we have only that column, that branch. We are going to start talking about branches. And what else do we have? Go to file, add file, create a new file, upload files. We can do it from the, so I don't need to do it from my computer. I just could upload file from here, anything I would like, an image, a code, whatever. Then we have in here issues. Of course, we still do not have any issues. So what are issues? So probably if someone is looking at your code and trying to run it and they find a bug, something that is not working, they will create an issue for you to solve it and fix that part of the code. There are no pull requests. We will see that when we get into branches. There are no actions. Projects, also wiki, also empty. Security, inside, absolutely nothing yet. And we have our settings. Okay, we can go ahead in here if in case we want to delete our repository. In this case, our repository is public. If we want to put it private, we can change the visibility in here. What if you want to transfer the ownership of the repository, then you can do it in here. What if you want to archive your repository? You can do it in here. And if you want to delete it, of course, you can also do it in here. Awesome. So now, where are all my repositories? If I click, that's the user I have, and that's this repository. If I click in there, you will see that in here you have like the activity you are doing in GitHub. In case you are working in multiple projects, you will see all the things that you are doing in here. In this case, it says Ivana created one commit in one repository, which is the Hello World, which is this one, and it was made in August 2021. It also appears in here, and you can click over here in repositories, and you will have the list of all the repositories that you create. In this case, we have only one. Okay, so that's it for this video. You can also click on your icon in here on your profile, and you can select your repository, and it will also take you to the list of repositories you have. Okay, awesome guys. So we have our repository now. In the next video we will see how to start putting code inside this repository, and then we will start jumping into the branches and working with other members of our team. Okay, hope this video was useful for you guys. See you on the next video. If you like the content, please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.